What is up, guys, and welcome to the Man Cave Podcast official YouTube channel. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. Before this video starts, I just wanted to announce that on BigDossManCave.com, we officially have hoodies, shirts, flags, all sorts of awesome merchandise. If you guys want to support the movement, if you want to join the fam, go to the website, get yourself something, and I hope you enjoy this video. In the 2-year time that you worked with Nelk, what's your best memory, and what's the craziest thing that you saw go down that you can talk about at least? I'm sure there's probably a lot you can't say.
Well, there's a lot of things that just you had to be there to kind of witness it and tell your own story, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to I don't wish to bring stories from other people's perspectives, but I'd say the best time was maybe Europe. Europe was a really good experience because we all went somewhere new and exciting and a different country where the culture is different, the people are there different, you know what I mean? The lifestyles are different. Compared to the North America just in general to Europe, it's so much different. The people there are more nicer in a way. They're more polite. They're more they're less. I don't want to generalize everyone, but they're less arrogant. They're more open-minded people. You know what I mean? They don't like to judge other people, right? And that's the problem. Is that we tend to just judge people based off of what you see, you know?
Absolutely.
And the craziest moment. Okay, I have one.
All right.
And it's funny that it happened in this city. We were in Tempe, Arizona.
Oh, really?
Tempe, Arizona. I believe it was. Yes. Yeah. This was.
Was it over St. Patty's Day?
Right before we. This was before. This was in December of 2018.
Was I there with you this time? Because I remember the first couple times we hung out, and then I think the next 2 or 3 times that you guys came into town, I either had family in town or I was gone, so I didn't see you half the time that you were here.
This was when we did the football game, ASU versus
U of
A.
So I was there for that.
So yeah, we were in our Airbnb, and we just came into town late at night, and we got into a wrong plaza because there's different complexes. We went to the wrong complex where our Airbnb was, and I guess this couple who's a fan of us saw Kyle just wandering around trying to find the room or whatever, or the place, and I guess they followed us to the Airbnb that we stayed at. So I was in the living room, and they were in their rooms. They're just chilling, whatever. And I get a door. I get a doorbell. The doorbell rings, and I look through it, and it's a guy, a middle-aged guy, in his 30s with his dog there. And I'm like, what the hell is this going on, right? And I go back and I just ignore it. He rings the doorbell a second time, and I'm like, I'm not answering it. And the curtains are open, and he starts looking through the window, and he's like, hello, he's trying to get my attention. I'm like, this is weird. I just walk out of the living room and I wait for him to leave, and then I close the blinds. So then his girlfriend, the next night, actually no, not even the next night, at midnight, his girlfriend comes, rings the doorbell, and I'm like, hi, can I help you? She's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend who just came here earlier is a big fan of you guys. I have a pack of Coronas. You want to have some beers? Are the boys free? I'm like, no, they're sleeping, right? And it was just kind of an excuse to get her away.
Uh-huh.
And I was feeling uncomfortable because I'm like, how did they find us? Whatever.
Right.
So the next night, the boyfriend and the girlfriend come together, and this time Jesse's in the living room, and he opens the door, and they explain to him hey, we're a big fan, we saw that you guys were in town, and we noticed that you guys were close by. And I guess because they kind of knew the area well.
Right.
And so they sat down. They had a couple beers. They're like, yeah, we're a big fan of you guys. here's a Buffalo Wild Wings jersey that we used in a video like later on, where we did the fake Buffalo Wild Wings employee,
Right.
right? And so they were just talking, whatever. And and then after they leave, Jesse comes to us. He's like, yeah, like, he was telling some weird stories about how he snuck onto a tour bus of a rock band, and like started like acting like they were friends with everybody, and then the people there, they're like, who are you? Like, what are you doing on our tour bus? Like, can you get the fuck off our bus or whatever? And then he says to Jesse, he's like, yeah, those guys are dicks, but like at least you guys are cool enough to like let us into your place or whatever. And I was like, that's like some kind of creepy vibe.
Yeah,
it is pretty weird. And I'm like, that's so strange, you know? Like that was just like mind-boggling to me, that like people think that like it's okay to walk into a stranger's like house.
So they weren't swingers or anything,
act like your friend, you know what I mean? Like, and no disrespect. No. Not. I mean,
I thought that's where you were going with it.
That.